Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, because we're trying to get out of here, if at all possible. That's our main objective right there, so let's keep going. We just killed these guys, well, the turrets did also most of the work, but well, I'm not gonna deprive myself of my glory, I suppose. So yeah, I killed them. And I think we did most of the kills, if not all of the kills. Where are we right now? Oh, in the same place that we were before. Oh, that's right. That's the subway over there. Hello? This is Dr. Tang. She hurriedly stammers out of the words. Oh, is she here with me or is she in a... She hurriedly stammers out the words. There's a nervous edge to her voice. Thank you again for letting me leave the lab, for letting me leave. Unfortunately, we have a problem. I don't like the sound of that. Look, here's the deal. I don't know how many test subjects were infected with SARS-3 and... it's possible that some of the subjects that you encountered were carriers. Well, shit. This isn't your fault, I swear. Dr. Nagai never told me that he'd been testing the disease on the test subjects. It was all done behind my back. If the subjects were in fact infected, well, that would be bad. It would mean that when I released them from their cells, SARS-3 would have begun to circulate the facility. You could have been infected and I... She cuts herself off. When she continues, her voice sounds strained. I can't risk letting that disease get loose again. Anyone leaving the facility needs to be treated with the antibodies you're carrying, no exceptions. Long story short, I need as much of that cure as you can give me. Whatever you don't need for your client and yourself, you've got to leave it to me. You've got access to your lab. Why can't you just whip up another batch yourself? After what you did here today, my equipment was shot to hell. What's more, it'll take too long. People will start dropping dead long before I can clone off another batch. Look, I'll give you everything I have in the bank, and if leave me all the vials that you don't need. Obviously, you can keep those for yourselves and your client. Hell, keep them for everyone else that you might have worried about too. There's enough to go around. All that I need you to do is leave whatever you don't need where you're standing. Do that, and I'll transfer you the Nuyen for your account. Let's see. Show me how to use the antidote and I'll consider leaving what's left for you. Okay, yeah, let's go with this one. I might be willing to help you if you help me first. Earlier, you said I might have contracted SARS-3. Show me how to use the antidote and I'll consider leaving what's left for you. Alright, pay close attention. The doctor describes in detail how to administer the antidote without tainting the solution. You promptly dose yourself according to her instructions. Now that you've been treated, will you leave the remaining antidote in the sub-bay? Please, do this for me. You know that I run a Shawei's lab. I've got the money, believe me. Give me the vials that you don't need and you'll be a very rich man. Okay, so I can keep all the vials. I can pocket a vial for the cure for your client and break the remaining vials. Or I can pocket a vial for the cure for your client and set down the rest. Oh, I can break the remaining... No, why would I do that? That would be terrible. I mean, maybe if I wanted her to die, but... I don't want the other guys to die. Yeah, let's pocket the vial of the cure for your client and set down the rest. You've got yourself a deal. I'll have the Nuyen wired to you immediately. She pauses. Thank you. I mean that. So was she here? Is she here right now? I don't see her. Where the hell was she? Oh yeah, it must have been an intercom or something, because I needed to put the vials on the floor. It didn't say anything about giving them to her, so that makes sense. Hey, Captain. We need... Oh. Does he need cures as well? Hopefully not. Jomo nods as you approach, his expression stern. Had enough of kicking the hornets today? My radio sounds like a whole nest of them if he's after you. Yeah, let's get out of here, Jomo. And here we go. Mission complete. And I think with good marks, I suppose. Jomo redlines the submersible's throttle and you rocket away from the Shawei's lab in record time. The orc remains glued to the sonar and inertial guidance readouts constantly scanning for pursuit. Thankfully, none seem to be on your tail. Soon enough, you're ascending towards the impound hub, far from the dangers of the germ warfare lab, back to the land of Thouer police, a leaking boat, and an unfriendly city. Home, sweet home. And of course the game is loading, so my bad for that as well. Yeah, I can press R to reload. I know, come on, just load this thing. It's almost there. There we go. Should I put the game on the SSD? But it's on the hard drive, so the load times will take a little bit more. So it was a short debrief, I guess. Come on, guys. There we go. And we're getting 8 karma. Pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's look at our karma situation. So spend the karma. Let's see. There we go. So my body is 5 at the moment. That's for health more than anything else. My quickness is not at maximum. And I probably should try to consider that, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Let's see. This one increases the chance of scoring a critical hit when the pistol... I'm gonna need to increase a whole bunch. Yeah, that would be nice. The disarm right there. That would be nice. But then again, I also have here charisma. I need to have 12 at that. Yeah, and only for a single... Yeah, only for a single etiquette. We have all the other ones. So we should be okay. I don't need the other one, I don't think, so let's go ahead and do this. Confirm, and we're good to go. So, let's go back to the Defiance. And why I need to talk with people around here? Are they gonna say the same thing? Leung taps the butt of her cigarette. The ash caught in the sea breeze disappears behind her in a world of wind. The breeze lulls for a brief second before abruptly switching directions, causing the tip of Leung's cigarette to glow angrily in response. Takes some getting used to. What does? She takes a long drag on her cigarette, her eyes strained on yours. This place, this yard, you. I worked in an office before this, at a desk in a cubicle row. You know the kind, small, covered in paperwork with a perfect view of the corner office. The windows were shuttered most of the time. I'm not used to seeing open skies and smelling unrefined air. She sweeps her wind-tossed bangs behind her ear, cigarette smokes billowing from her face at the motion. The criminals I worked with were all names on documents. Rarely did I have to interact with them in person. Just trying to adjust, that's all. Yeah. Interesting exchange. Requested or ordered? I requested it. Needed to mix things up. She waves her hand dismissively, cigarette smoke trailing behind it. Something you need from me, runner? Nah, I guess I gotta go. Back to it then. Yes, indeed. There's more people around here that I would like to talk with. Like, for example, the mission was for the quartermaster, wasn't it? So we have a mission for Jomo. We need to go back to the Defiance for that. We're probably going to take that mission as well. Because I think, considering the game has 6 hours of gameplay, or at least the developer said it had at least 6 hours, I am thinking that there's only 3 missions in the campaign. So we've done one, we're going to do another, and then the main mission is going to do it. Let's see. Hey, Sil, I got news about that friend of mine. You know, the one who was under the weather? Gives you a wolfish grin. He's been stabilized thanks to you. Looks like he's gonna pull through. Yeah, glad to hear it, man. You should be. I haven't forgotten about our deal. He kicks one of the Duraplast crates with the side of his foot. You want something from my special stock? You just say the word. I'll get you all set up. Oh, that's awesome. Let me see your special stock then. So, pistols, not really that interesting. This one is Smart Link. The cap, yeah, these are crap. I don't care for that. No, actually, throw those away. Yeah, good. Now, SMGs, that's mostly for Gobet, so I'm not sure. We got is that a shotgun? With a Smart Link, huh? That could work, right? I think so. Let's sell some items, because we have a few that I don't want, like this Salvet Guardian. Let's see, apart from that, I could sell the Medic and the Killjoy. Now, the Killjoy is gonna... I have 3.0, so it's fine. And yeah, but it's fine. My money situation is not looking that awesome. Let's sell. So. I kind of want a rifle if you had something of the sort. A shotgun right there. That looks very nice, though. It's kind of expensive. Do you have... Oh, you only sell weapons for this one. Okay, I was going to ask if he had armor, but apparently not. We got a rifle here. That's a lot. This one is a Smart Link. I don't think... Does he have... I'm going to buy this one. I'm not sure if he has a Smart Link. Actually... No thanks. Let's hope that... Okay, good. I can look at that. Let's see if I can... I can't... Damn it, how do I see my characters? I don't think I can see my characters from here. Yeah. Special stock. So I'm gonna buy this one and a Barrett Model 121L. I'm gonna buy... No, what? I don't have money? Oh, I don't have the money for the... Oh boy, this got a lot of cap right there, but that's fine. I don't really need it at the moment. Yeah, let's just confirm, and that's gonna be one for... Where is it? Over there. Okay, we're good. We are good. Yeah, man. No, thanks. Yeah, nothing else. So, see if he has anything. How did you get involved with the task force? Did I ask this before? I got assigned to it the same way the most constables here were. Believe it or not, this wasn't a volunteer assignment for most of us. Yeah, yeah. See you later, man. I asked that. I'm not sure if... because I had to replay this little bit as well, because I messed up the saves. But I think I did the same thing as I did on camera. I'm pretty sure I didn't forget to ask him stuff. Let's have a chat here with there was somebody here. No, it's this guy. And wasn't there anybody over there? Nope, apparently not. Officer Hui. Hui stands off to the one side, eyes fixed on the PDA in his hands. He appears not to notice you. You see his mouth part and the muscles in his neck tense as he takes a deep breath, distorting the tattoo. He exhales. Runner! What is it this time? How do you know it was me? He motions to your feet, eyes still on his PDA. Your footsteps. You can tell a lot about a person by the sound of their footfall. Their weight, their height, if they're carrying something heavy, if they're struggling to stay upright, if they've got cyberware limbs, if they are angry, scared, or happy. The sound of your feet reveals a lot. I simply took note of your stride when we first met. Now I always know when you're coming. He shrugs and turns off his PDA's display screen. Looks at you. Just a little something I picked up on the streets. I'm sure you're here without a business. Name it. Yeah, I gotta go, man. Go on then. Yeah, pretty cool. This guy's pretty nice. Yeah. So let's see. I think we also, by the way, I think we missed one of his dialogues somehow. I noticed that when we got out of these guys' office and if we went straight to there, I did this off camera, by the way, as I was replaying that particular episode, because again, I messed up the saves. But I noticed that if I went straight to him, he had a different dialogue, and then he had a different dialogue the second time around, and we only got the second dialogue for some reason. So that's something that we missed right there, but it's only a couple of lines, I believe. So it's not that bad. Let's go in here. Let's get our Nguyen. I suppose that's how we get it, because I didn't see an increase in my money situation. So let's see. Open jobs directory. Claim payment for retrieving the cure. Submit a job as finished and wait a response. Glad to hear the job's done. Payment is attached. 2,500 Nguyen. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's see all pending jobs. We have prisoner liberation. This is from Jomo, of course. Hello, my friend. Here I am, emailing you about the rescue mission I was made aware of. It's mega heist of epic proportions. Run on one of the most elite corporate residences and offices in all of the free enterprise zone. Ain't nobody pulled a heist like this in a long time. I'm getting excited already. With a big family like mine, we make a lot of friends. My second cousin on my stepmother's side dropped me a line last week because one of her friends, a man named Martin Lay, has a big problem. She figures maybe Jomo can help because I have a lot of friends. Friends like you. So I say to my cousin, hey, I smuggle things. I'm not a Shadowrunner, but I do know some that could pitch this idea for. She says, fine, tell them Martin will pay them a hell of a lot of Nguyen, but they'd better be really fantastic at this because if Lillian dies, it's my ass. No problem, I tell her. So naturally, I think of you. Martin Lai works for Yamatetsu. Yamatetsu and Fuji Industrial Electronics have been butting heads here in Hong Kong for a while, scrapping over who has some more sway through the executive council. I'll take the long story short. Martin makes problems for Fuji, so Fuji kidnaps Martin's niece Lilian. They're holding Lilian Lay in a penthouse at their headquarters here in Fez. Icon Tower. Econ, probably. Big black skyscraper in Central. Can't miss it. It's a simple job, but probably not easy. Martin can't get his Yamatetsu soldiers inside Econ without starting a corporate war, which is why he needs outside help. Somebody deniable that no one will miss if they die horribly. You, my friend. He can loan... Thank you for what... Yeah. He can loan us two advantages, though. A small helicopter and a virus he's planted in Econ's perimeter defenses. My plan is this. We go in via the helicopter on the roof and take the Martin's virus and have Martin's virus turn off the anti-air defenses. You and your team work fast, get down to the penthouse and rescue Martin's niece. Rush your ass back to the roof and we all fly out. From there, we meet up with a team of Yamatetsu's hired mercenaries who will act as a protection team and get Lillian back to Martin. Easy, no? So what do you say? You want to break into one of the biggest corporate buildings in the city, steal a princess in a tower, and thumb your nose at a AAA megacorp? Because I sure as hell do. Yeah, let's take the run. Let's do this thing. I'm not here right now, but you should be nearby. Come see me, and I'll get you to Econ Tower. And I say Econ because it's probably either Japanese or Chinese, and yeah. So let's see. Access the Shadowland BBS. Post-payment data for sale. I don't have anything for sale, which is kind of a shame. Probably that's what we would have gotten out of that safe. More push pins. What the hell is push pins? I think I know what they are. Hey, I'm all really freaked out. I live alone. I'm more or less my own custom-built panic room. Real secure. What kind of message? What the hell? Oh, it said the message right there. There's gotta be a single explanation. Who's got it in for you? Okay, that guy's in a bit of a pinch. In a bit of a push pin. You guys go ahead and read that. Looking for romance. Yeah, I got that one before. But I'm not gonna lose time. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna waste time, but those yeah, looks could be good. I mean, that one wasn't really, from what I saw, wasn't really the best thing in the world, but yeah, I like reading those. So let's see, travel to Econ Tower and rescue Lillian Lay. Let's just have a chat with our team, because actually, can I access the inventory from here, from everybody? No, just mine. Okay, fine. So yeah, let's have a chat with Duncan. See what he has to say. You catch Duncan at the end of his workout routine. He grabs the towel wrapped around his neck and pulls it towards his face, soaking up his sweat to reveal flushed skin and brown eyes. Hey, glad you're here. We're just about to come find you. He grabs his goggles hanging from his top bunk and slips them over his eyes. The side jobs are fine and good, but we've got an opportunity here. We shouldn't squander it. Get me into that station and I'll make Crate pay for what she's done. Well, not yet. We'll get there, but not right now. He slams the side of his fist onto the wall, his expression twisted in frustration. Now's the time to take action! What are you waiting for? Yeah, we go in like this, all wound up, and there's no telling what will happen. No, we need to get to approach this wisely. Use these side jobs as a way to gather information and breathe. Then, we'll take on Crate. Duncan turns away from you furious and begins to pace the length of the room. God damn it! As he paces, his temper recedes. He eventually stops near his cot and runs a hand down his face. With his eyes locked onto the bed, he addresses you. Just look at me, you're right. I need to get this under control, otherwise I could lose control with Crate. He looks at you with mouth a straight line. Let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll be there. So, seems like there's a lot of bird crap inside the Defiance. You noticed that too, or am I just seeing it now? Is there? Haven't seen any. His lips part as something seems to strike his memory. He snaps his fingers. Hey, now I mention it, I might have heard a bird. He nods, further convinced. Yeah, I thought maybe it was just a rat scratching around inside the wall, but it didn't really sound like one. Little fucker kept me up a couple of nights ago. Does it count at an infestation if there's only one? It's keeping me awake, then fuck yeah, he needs to die. Yeah, so what's the plan? Plan? Yeah, his eyes scour the room. His eyes scour the room as he considers your question. Maybe I can lure it out somehow. As long as I don't wake up in the night to you calling, here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Even with his eyes covered, you can sense his glower. Haha, not a chance. I've got a feeling that this is gonna be a real pain, though. He looks around and shakes his head. Can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, so how are the guns? You mean these? Duncan raises his arms and flexes. A broad smile stretches across his normally serious face. Duncan, are you okay? He puts his arm down, but his smile lingers a couple seconds longer. You asked? The orc suddenly looks a little embarrassed. He scratches his nose. I don't know. I thought I might relieve some of the tension in here. Can feel it in my bones. It's been a rough day. That was a shitty question anyway, really. What the hell, Sil? My guns are guns. I keep them in operating shape, like any decent shot would. Any other questions? So, what did you think of our last run? Not what I expected. Seems like whenever we get a straightforward run, it always hits a point where it veers off into 50 different directions. Break into a lab, get cure, leave. Collect your payment instead. It turns out, break into a lab, hellfire. But if one thing's still bugging me, it's definitely that dog. What the hell? What was her name? Janet? The muscles in his jaw roll as he grinds his teeth, clearly annoyed by something. The fact that she's still out there with the power to create those nightmare diseases is giving me a headache. People like her make me sick, trying to convince us that her intentions were good. No matter what she said, she was just a corporate pawn. Diseases like SARS-3 wouldn't even be a problem if people like her didn't try to justify their actions. That doesn't make up for the bad, though. For the bad lady, yeah. Anyway, we got through it, mess and all. Earned a few bruises, and by the end of the day, things worked out the way they should have. With that facility crippled and with us getting paid. Anything else? No. Gotta gun, Duncan. Gonna run, Runkin. Nah. Let's go upstairs. Have a chat with Isabel. See what she has to say. She's probably inside the Matrix. She doesn't play, though. I don't like her anymore. Now I actually like her, but not as much as I would if she was a gamer. Stale metallic air fills the room. The round window there that's usually cracked is shut tight, and it feels like the temperature of the room has raised somewhat, maybe due to the lack of ventilation. You see Isabel in her knees, hunched over her cybertech, typing vigorously. You can see sweat beading on her forehead. She looks exhausted. She pauses and sits up for a moment. 4:19 a.m. 1 nanodrive. Yeah, what? Isabel turns towards you. Two tired eyes meet your gaze. Her shoulders look stiff as if she's been hunched over for a while, and a single red cable protrudes from the dark mass of her hair. She repeats herself. 1 nanodrive. She leans back down and continues to clack away on her deck. 4:48 a.m. 1 splitter. 5:33 a.m. Small double-ended cable bundle. Her voice suddenly sounds angry as her fingers jam the keyboard. And my favorite hairband. What, are you finding stuff in there? She suddenly lurches upright and looks at you, her brow furrowed, and proceeds to stare in silence. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe you should rest? Her lips pucker as she studies your face. No, not until I catch that damn bird. Oh! Yeah. But I've never seen you this frazzled before. It's a little upsetting, though. The Decker moans, clearly irritated. She closes her eyes and rubs her temples. Well, actually, I think I've seen her quite angry before in our previous campaign, but I don't know. Frazzled is a word that I don't use because I don't really know what it means. I mean, upset would be probably. I mean, upset goes for a lot of stuff. Anyway, for a few weeks now, my things have been disappearing. I didn't notice it at first because it was just small objects. Most of it wrappers. But once my hairband went missing, I started looking around and decided that quite a few of my smaller possessions were gone. No, seriously? Yeah, it's gotta be like a magpie. I think magpies are the ones that steal the shiny things. Yeah, but I've never seen you wear a hairband. She shoots you a sassy, narrowed-eyed look. You wouldn't have, because it's missing. And last night, I finally saw the culprit, a bulbul. I was jacked into the Matrix doing some routine tasks when something came through my window. I watched it land on the wooden floor and hop around like it was searching for something. Her eyes go wide and she stares ahead. It was the bulbul, and it was just looking for me. But I was in the Matrix, my body right here. She pats the floor near the computer. Stupid thing stared at me until it knew I wasn't awake, then rifled through my stuff and started carrying things away. She motions to her cyberdeck. Why didn't you get out of the Matrix? He came back 4 times over 2 hours. I'm accessing my Matrix logs here to confirm the times. Oh, that's what she was reading. Okay, so maybe what? Do you have sensors that detect that? Oh, the logs? I don't know. Maybe just a security camera or something. Shit, I need that splitter too. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? I need to figure out where the bulbul's stashing what it's stealing. Get my things back. If anyone tech-savvy finds them before me, I've no doubt they'll end up on the black market. Stupid bird doesn't know it's sitting on a fortune of custom parts. Isabel warily runs a hand through her hair. Her fingers stumble upon the red cable, and she plucks it out with a look of mild disgust. She sighs. Alright, I've got to crack down on this still. So if you need something from me, you better say so right now. Yeah, well, I kind of would like to help her. This would be a nice, interesting mission, maybe. Oh, the search for the bulbul. So what do you think of our last run? It was scenic. Was it really that bad? That wasn't maybe. I'm not sure if he was being sarcastic, because she likes confined spaces, right? So yeah, scenic would be bad. No, it wasn't. I think I'm just still processing. Between you and me, those people, the prisoners, they got to me. I can't imagine what it'd be like to sense their auras and feel their pain, but I'm sure it would have been a deeply disturbing experience. The whole thing that's left me kind of unnerved. I rely so heavily on my tech. To see it used that way, and to know that the very tech I'm using now might have gone through some sort of corporate trial before it was released. She raises her hand, palms out, and closes her eyes. I can't talk about it anymore. I'm sorry. Can we change the subject? Yeah, that's all for now. See you later. Good luck with the bulbul. Let's have a chat here with Gobat. Because, no, actually, she didn't come with us, but she might have something new to tell us. So let's go ahead and do that. Gobat raises an eyebrow. Another day in paradise, eh, Seal? Seriously, though, we should get on that run for Q and Lamb. The sooner we hit that police station, the sooner we can watch Krait's messy public downfall. I'm not usually one for spectator sports, but this is one that I want a front row seat for now. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring her for the last mission. Although, if it was anything with the other campaign, I'm probably gonna bring everyone into the last mission. But anyway, don't worry, Gobat. We'll hit the station soon enough. Good. So what's up with you? After we kill Crate, what's next for you? Got any big plans? Not really. I'm happy here where I am. Even Auntie Chang has gotten nicer since the whole walled city thing. What about you? You thinking of doing something different about this after this is all over? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I said this at the end of last game as well. But yeah, actually, I've been running the shadows for a while now. Maybe it's time for a change. You ask me? That'll be a mistake. I mean, you're really good at what you do. And also, if you bailed on us, you'd miss out on my impossibly charming company. She shakes her head, a solemn expression on her face. You don't want that, Sil. It wouldn't be good for you. Of course, even if you were to scurry off somewhere, I'd keep tabs on you. It's what friends do. I'd prefer it if you'd stay, though. You're the only person on this boat who's brave enough to eat my cooking. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of this last run? Well, I wasn't there, so, yeah, got nothing. gotta run, go bet. Gotta run. I also feel that she flirts a lot, I think. She flirted quite a little bit. I'm not sure if it's because of my choices in dialogue or anything. But yeah, I like her character. And maybe she and Sil could, you know, hook up after all this or something. I don't know. I don't know what he thinks. So let's go downstairs, have a chat with Raktor. And maybe with Gaichu as well. Hey Raktor, how's it going? Raktor? Can I click you? Raktor? Damn you, Raktor, why are you not... There we go. Welcome back. Was there something else that you needed? Have you been doing any more design work on Koshie recently? As a matter of fact, I have. Nothing that I'll be fabricating anytime soon, mind you, but I've been exploring a recent obsession, trying to hammer it into something useful. The concept is somewhat, how to put it, avant-garde, perhaps, but with time I hope to put it into test. Why so cryptic? What is this recent obsession of yours? Perhaps it would be best if I showed you. Just a moment, I'll clear away the clutter so that you can see for yourself. He turns to his terminal and rattles off a series of commands when the windows that crowd the display disappear. You're left with a perspective view of something that looks like a cross between a scorpion's leg and a jawbone of a large carnivore. The entire assembly bristles with jagged tooth-like protrusions. Our encounter with Yama King was a revelatory experience for me. Yeah, you enjoyed that very much, he did. To see such a being up close, to watch how it moved with my own eyes, to observe the crenellations of its flesh and the sculpted ivory of its crown, I was, for lack of a better word, inspired. Yeah, I suppose I can't blame you. Qian Ya inspired a lot of people. You're speaking of the nightmares, of course. I suspect that the queen with 1,000 teeth, left an indelible mark on all of us. He turns back to his terminal and stabs a key with a finger. The window containing the model leg disappears. At any rate, I'm still a long way off from fabricating anything useful. Evaluating the philosophy of a creature that should not exist is proving to be quite a design challenge. It is, however, a wonderful way to kill time between jobs. And who knows, against all odds, this work might one day bear fruit. Only time will tell. What do you think of our last run? A fascinating job, and one that I was happy to take part in. The experiments that Shioways were conducting in the lab were all quite intriguing, from the work that they were doing on SARS-3 to the sleeper agents that they were creating through the Silver Dream project. It was all good science, ethical concerns notwithstanding, of course. I'm thankful that you allowed Janet Tang to leave. It would have been within your rights to kill her, of course. She obstructed us at every turn, and we have put others to the sword for much less. All that being said, she remains a brilliant scientist and a contributor to the advancement of human knowledge. I take comfort in knowing that she will continue to do so. Yeah, I'm glad that you support my decision. I do, my friend. Very much so. Now, do you have any other questions, or shall I return to work? Nah, gotta run. See you later. Let's just have a chat here with Gaichu. And that's gonna be the end of the episode. I was hoping to get into another mission, but apparently that's not gonna be the case. Let's have a chat here with Gaichu. Hey, man. Hello again. Is there anything else I can assist you with? I remember I had a voice for him, a way gruffier voice, but I think it messed up my throat, so I'm not gonna do any fancy voices for him, because he's a ghoul and all that, being undead, and I don't even know. So what do you think of our last run? There's little for me to say, as I was not there. Yes, so he doesn't say anything to you. Okay, see you later, man. Have fun doing whatever you... Actually, I'm gonna bring him on our next mission, but not for today. It's gonna be for next time. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!